38112. I'm gonna let you talk a little bit on this. I'm not as versed in 112. Rhodes College is a great area. Let me give you the numbers and then I'll let you talk. 229 sales, 1,599 square feet, and 181,000. That can be a little misleading because there's some higher end sales in 38112.
Yeah, again, I'm pulling some property management data around the 50 plus on the management side, 750 rent. And again, you mentioned it. This is kind of in where Summer Avenue hits North Parkway, Trezevant, Hollywood, in that area. Again, it's as Memphis is street to street, there are certain this is quintessential, right? Like Rhodes College, you got people coming from all over the country to go to this elite private school.
Yep.
And then there's probably some in this zip code that are renting for, $400 or $500, maybe $500, kind of the low point. Yeah. Maybe you could get $1,000 for some of the nice little homes right there, closer to Summer and Rhodes. So it's a interesting area, broad avenues, seen some redevelopment.
We go down there and eat.
Yeah, it's a cool spot, but it's a slow transition. So if you find something great, unless you can kind of get it and find a little honey hole where you kind of make this your spot, it's again other opportunities. There's some stuff happening, but the path of progress is maybe other places.
It's the classic, in my opinion, when people talk about Memphis, they say, it can be street to street. This area is the classic example of, hey, you might find 2 or 3 streets in a row that are fantastic, and then you got one over here that it changes completely. So I do think
because it gets pretty wide from Summer all the way, probably kind of almost to National, coming back east. Yes. And so it varies.
Too much uncertainty, in my opinion.
Too much uncertainty, in my opinion.
Yeah,
completely.
Now,
agree.
I do think this is an area where in a year and 2 years we come back. Hey, this is developing a little bit more. We've got a little, more
it's
positive.
Different than it was
say.
5 years ago. Different than it was from say 15 to 5 years ago. That 10 years, it was pretty the same, and it's just inching. It's inching. It's not flying.
No. So we could be looking at it, but I would say, hey, if you find something in 112, send it to me. Let's look at that specific house and street. We can make a decision on how we move forward. Okay.